All right, how we doing, folks? This is Keese Gaming here live, just making sure all my volumes are correct. Let's see. All right, how we doing, folks? This is Keese Gaming Alright. Sounds pretty good so far. Cool. Alright. Hold on one moment. One moment. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so welcome back to Keese Gaming. We are here today to play some Elder Scrolls. We're going to play some Elder Scrolls Online. Let's see. What I was doing was... This is my crafter that I was telling you guys about. It's a Khajiit. It's a vampire. It's a Nightblade. And it's really awesome when it comes to gathering and crafting, and it's a really cool build. Really cool build. It's really not a... It's a non-combat build is really what it is. I can literally sneak. Well, let me show you guys this. This is really awesome. Let's get behind somebody. Alright, I'm hidden, right? Now, I can run. Not only can I run, but I can be hidden in front of... Well, lovely. Unless I literally run into somebody. I can literally run in front of everything. It's awesome. And on top of that, I can sprint, which is just slightly faster. And after a while, you have to, don't, if you fall, it breaks your stealth. But after a while, you go invisible. And that's really great also for gathering. On top of that, Khajiit has a racial ability that decreases the detection radius while in stealth. So that's really cool. You basically... you can run around gathering stuff, run past enemies, collect a whole bunch of stuff, never have to engage in combat, run past other people who are gathering while they're having to stop to engage in combat. It's great. You should... The number of people who I've ran past, or whatever, snuck past. I walk right past the enemy, go and pick up the thing, go and they're stuck fighting whatever trash mob that I walked right past. It's great. But yeah. So we're gonna get into the game. Let me just make sure it's all... Yep. And let's do that. Awesome. Here we are in Tamriel. This is my Khajiit Nightblade stealth character that I was telling you about. And watch. I'm hidden. right? Which by itself is kind of a miracle. But I can now run past everything. Unless I literally run into the thing. Like, if I run in... Is that a guard? Yeah. See? Now I'm detected. If I go back, I can run in front of them. Get nice and close. Let's see. Yeah, ran right in between these guys. It's a great build. You can run past trash mobs while gathering. You can it's great. You can avoid combat altogether. And then if you sprint, you go invisible, which is also cool. The only thing about this is that once you have to stop sprinting and break the invisibility in order to pick something up or mine a resource. So for that split second, you might aggro something if they're behind you and their detection, you know, if they notice that you're there. But if you do the sneaking, oh, I tried to crouch down right in front of that guy, and the other guy. What do you do?
Mastery of 3 crafts.
Nothing important. Nothing I want to know. But yeah. It's a really cool build. Use Vampirism stage 4 to turn invisible while sneaking. You what is the... I believe it's a champion point under here. No. Yeah, so, I mean... Yeah, this tree I really don't care about. I really don't care about that tree. I can't remember where it is. I did get a bunch of the speed stuff in here, though. That really does help. Is it a perk? Let's find out. Let's see if it's a perk. I know that most people, this is... We go through this process. Improved sneak. Reduces the size of detection radius. Is it vampirism? Yeah. Yes. Darkstalker, it's a vampirism passive. Decreases the amount of time to enter sneak. Also ignores the speed penalty of sneak, which means that you're basically walking. And then you increase your movement speed, walking speed, just general speed, and you wind up doing this. It's awesome. And then, I mean, that's not that much slower than this. It is, but I generally find that, you know, the using a mount is kind of more difficult to aim at the resource. So yeah, this is my crafting build. I really love it. It's nice, simple. Let me show you what I do with it. This is usually what I spend doing. I usually spend time in the bank. Or in my home. So how are we doing tonight? Are we doing alright? I hope everybody's doing well. We're here, Keese Gaming, playing Elder Scrolls Online. This is my home. This is my Elder Scrolls home. Every piece was hand placed by me. I'm gonna show you. Oh, I wish that label wasn't there. Most people don't have that. I just have it enabled because but look. Thieves Guild is alive and well. It's very cool. If you look at this, the amount of detail you have in here. Look, there's a storage chest back there. Right? Because this is a traveling merchant. And that's how it keeps its money. It's got spices. It's got Nern crux. Fabrics. Game. And look, the rope. No clipping. No clipping at all. Doesn't even go through the board. This is no clipping. And that's hanging up in this. There's no clipping in this house at all. And that's hanging off the support beam, and the hand is hanging. The pictures that are leaned up against the wall. Chairs in there. The amount of detail. The angle at which these things are parked. You see, they would have parked that one first, and then that one last, because that's where the horses are. So it would have backed that one in, and then it would put that one away. Spent a lot of time on this one. We got our chicken here. Chickens for sale. I like the chicken. It adds a little bit of sound. Sounds kind of like a marketplace, you know. Then we've got this guy. I kind of want this place to be when I find the right music box. I haven't found one that I like yet, so I haven't bought one. But once I find one that I like, I'm gonna add a kind of festival sounding music, and we're gonna have the mime and the flags and the bonfire and the marketplace. It's gonna be really cool. Alright? So this build is kind of like an efficiency build. Or this home. It's kind of like an efficiency home. That's kind of what I call it. Because I'm not sure. Maybe if there's some other kind of name coined for it, but you've got your outfit station here. You've got your armory station there. Right? Then you've got your banker, your merchant. And over here, with this bonfire here, kind of creates a circle. You have a cooking station, jewelry making with a bunch of jewels, enchanting, books, Daedric books, and floating soul gems, and you've got your clothing station here. And I have a dye station that I thought I already put out. I'll find it. That's interesting. I thought I'd already put it out. Wow. We have our alchemy station, and just look at this garden over here. There's a lot of hidden things about this place. Like, you know, the chest and small details, and Thieves Guild. The little Thieves Guild logo I made on this chest. Or on the barrel. There's a helmet over here, kind of, because it's supposed to be a place where you stock up on armor. The helmet's actually it's a trophy from a dungeon that I've stuck behind the boxes so that it looks like it's just a helmet leaned up against the boxes. It's a very cool. We have our sword inside of a thing of water, and we have our Nern Crux over here because we're in Craglorn, the place to get Nern Crux if you wanted to get Nern Crux. So the point of this house was to make a house where you'd go to Craglorn, and you know the theory behind the house is you go to Craglorn, and then you go and you gather all your Nern Crux, and build all your stuff, and do any kind of breaking. You can do anything in this house that you want to do. You've got your transmute station here as well. There's a woodworking station here. And when you're in the woodworking station, there's a lot of trees. But there isn't a lot of trees when you're not in the woodworking station. These are the subtleties that I've done with this place. There's a tree over here. This tree is crooked as heck. But it looks like it's growing out of in a curve. And back here, I haven't done much with, because I'm almost at the limit for the number of pieces I'm allowed to use. But I do have Shrine of Mara, in case people want to have a little makeshift wedding back here. I really like the sword inside of the water. There's only one of these troughs with water in them. So to make this happen, you know, took a lot of finding. Then we go in here. And this being Craglorn, it's a lot like a trophy home. Or a place to gather. A place to hold meetings. A place to form ideas. People who are here to kind of decide the fate of the universe, so to speak. But we're here, and I feel like this could be a great officer meeting home, you know. Then this here, I thought this was really cool. I did something I thought was really cool over here. First of all, I want you to realize how lined up everything is. The chairs are perfectly symmetrical, or parallel, or aligned with each other, and parallel. With the table, and with the rug, and the throne is perfectly centered with that. However, the lights are perfectly centered with the middle of the room because of lighting purposes and the layout of the room as it is. It's a very cool room. But then, if you are a very exclusive member, and you get builder access. Just had it. You can click on this thing behind this statue. Move it out of the way. Press cancel so you don't put it down. And puts it back. Now, and if you're doing it in-game, like with people, it looks like you went right through the door. Like you're a member of the Dark Brotherhood. But you go up here. And I'm still not done with this. Still have stuff to get. But this is the upstairs area. Also kind of a trophy room. This is more of a private quarters for the owner of this homestead and his closest friends. This is where he comes to let loose, to be alone, to be, just him and his thoughts. There's more Easter eggs in this room as well that you don't even know. For example, I smoke weed. So there's this. The only person that would know that is my sister or my family. And this. But also, I'm left-handed. And that's on the left side. And that's the reason why. This is here. This just came out. It sets the time of day. Right now it's always set to nighttime. It's much easier to leave. this stairwell than it is to enter it, but that's kind of the point. So yeah, this is my home. My main home. You have Mike the liar in here. You can't have the Elder Scrolls without Mike the liar. So yeah. This is my home. Yep, this is